Welcome back to the channel, Farming with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me. Right now, I am just plowing the field right across from the main farm. So I'm just kind of cleaning this up from the last video when we had that big corn harvest. And I just kind of started a little bit. You notice I kept that one little grass strip in there. So I'm not going to change it now. However, I have some updates for you, and I'll kind of take you around the farm and tell you a few things. So first, I do have to say, have some news about our farm in the background, that we are going to be selling it actually and moving on. I really did enjoy playing on this farm. Actually, this was obviously the first farm that I started recording on for the channel, and it's been a lot of fun. However, I've been playing on it probably since before Thanksgiving of 2023, and where I'm at right now at the farm, you can see we're a little under $1 million. We're in a good place. I'll probably still keep this map or this version of it, but I think it's time to move on and get to something a little different. Now, with that being said, I'll kind of take you around the farm and tell you what I liked and maybe what I didn't like, kind of doing things on this map. So kind of stop our tractor there and let me hop into this tractor, our 6230. So first, we're over here at the house. I did like how this farm is kind of open and there seems to be like a lot of space. I did not like how far away from town this was. So being on console, just the back and forth and actually getting equipment out here, it took quite a while. I didn't really like that after a while. If I was going to buy something or lease something, it would just take a while to get out here. I really like this red barn. I know I've been having cattle in it for a little while now. It works really well. However, when I looked at expanding for this farm, because that was my next thing, obviously we just bought some new fields, but I wanted to expand the cattle operation actually. Yes, I could just put more into the red barn, and I could put more into our open pasture over here too that we built in that very first episode. However, my idea of expanding is to either connect the pens somehow, and that would have been going over here where the sheep were to start, or it would have been going into that alfalfa field to start. And just kind of looking at it every which way, I decided maybe a different location is best. I really do like this setup, and if I had to do it again, I probably would almost do it the same. I just kind of found it confining a little bit because you could not really build to the right of it, and I placed a lot of different pastures down and different things, and nothing really worked out. So that was kind of a bummer, but that's just how it is. And then up here, our TMR mixing plant. This was a really pleasant surprise. I like this a lot, and I will continue to use this mod in future maps now. And usually I would use the mixing wagon and do it that way, and then half the time I get the ratio, incorrect, and then it just messes up the whole TMR. So I liked this. I really didn't have to think about it as much. I could just place things in front of it and then come and get my mix when I needed it. And that was awesome. So I will keep that around. And then coming over here, we had our grass dryer. This was really cool. I did like this a lot. I was not making hay the traditional way of tedding it and then just baling it. I just wanted to try something different with this map. So if you remember, I put this dryer in and it worked awesome. So if that's the way you're going, using a loading wagon, that's what I would still recommend, is that mod. But for my next farm, I'm probably going to do something different again. And then this fermenting silo for our corn chaff was awesome. I really did like that. So I used that quite a bit when I got the corn off of our fields. And then behind those silos was this big red barn with the L-shaped connected to it. And what a cool barn. I really did like this a lot. And I think I've used it at least once. But really neat. I did like it a lot. I just stored things in the bigger side. I never stored things really in the smaller wing. So unfortunately, I never utilized it to its full potential. That's just how it went. And then these fields, I'm kind of leaning on selling these fields as well, and kind of starting over with something different. I do like them. I mean, these cornfields I've done a handful of times, and then the field out to the far right there, I liked adding that in. So we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I like the field designs on this map a lot. And then kind of driving back around, we had our little workshop repair pole barn. I think I used it maybe once or twice, and it did save a lot of time, and I didn't have to go into town, obviously. So it was nice having something right here. The metal shed, honestly, I never used it. It just sat there. And then kind of looping around this large multi-fruit silo, that was awesome. Put anything in there, and it had a huge capacity, so that saved a lot of time as well, especially when I was just putting stuff off there and then taking it into town later. So I like that. This pole barn that came with the farm, also very good. I liked it because you could enter in this way and then exit out the front, and it was nice to kind of be able to pull through. I like that as well. And then lastly, kind of had that multi-fruit buying station silo right here, and then the water tank. And honestly, I use that multi-fruit station more often than not, just so I didn't have to go into town and get pallets or use like the big bags to fill up some of my supplies that I needed. So that mod, I mean, it's awesome, and I'd recommend it all the time. And sometimes I don't want to use it. I want to actually perform the task and get my supplies, but if you just need it in a pinch, that works out. So I really like what I did here on this farm. I know I took out that horse barn that was right there, and that horse barn was just awesome, that white one that came with the map. So I could see trying that out again some other time. And then I know I did not do sheep here as well, and then that sheep barn was off here to the left. So equipment wise, I like what I had. I know I didn't upgrade the equipment like I was going to plan on again. However, kind of looking at trying to expand, like I said, with this cattle area, I just felt like, well, maybe it's time to kind of move on and try to find something else. So stay tuned for where we are going next. I'm very excited about it and kind of looking forward to trying out some new things and some new ideas and methods of doing some of the tasks that we did on this map, actually. So I'll kind of let you go there as I kind of just drive around the map again here. But thanks so much for watching this series, and I really did enjoy it. And like I said, yes, I'll be selling this farm. It is kind of sad to leave just because this is my first one that I used to actually make my recordings for the channel. So in that aspect, you know, I was kind of torn. I was like, well, what else could I do to kind of move forward, and what else could I do to kind of change it up a little bit? And I just felt that was where I wanted to go with it. So thank you once again, and stay tuned for what we are doing next on the channel. I'm really excited about it, like I said, and I hope to see you then on the channel with what we're doing. So have a good one. Take care.